Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time y'all watching this, man. It's Marquis, aka Cevere. How y'all doing? Like, subscribe, share the video, man. We're going to Buffalo to go visit Elcamino and the BSF family, man. Stop playing. Shout out to Benny, man. Can't wait for that Benny and 30 Special Stab and Shot 2 come out. It's a little free promo for BSF and Trust. But let's get back to Elcamino, man. It's called Built for Cuban Links. Now, you guys know the title sounds familiar. Of course, is affiliated with Wu-Tang and Raekwon and Ghost. You know, that particular album, The Purple Tape, right? All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's see if he did, I guess, represented the album well. Because whenever you call an album or a project, even a song, something that's familiar with the generation of hip hop, we put on our judging glasses, like this, So I know people are judging. They see this title and they're probably like, what's going on here, But what Elcamino did and these producers, they pretty much did their own style and just added some clips in from the Wu members to represent that time in the 90s. So they didn't really take kung fu flicks and they didn't do anything like that. So Elcamino's Elcamino on the album, and the beats are his style. So this Built for Cuban Links album came out September 6, 2024. It's about 21 minutes and 2 seconds. Now, 21 minutes, 10 tracks. That means every song is under 2 minutes or so. It is a short album. Now, this album feels like an EP to me. Like, I listen to it and it just you snap your fingers and you're like, huh? And you're on side, song 10. So that's the only criticism I would say on top of what I'm going to say about this album. It's too short. It feels like an EP. The album feels like an EP. But other than that, it's a fire album. So like I said, Elcamino, Black Soprano family, Built for Cuban Links. Came out, like I said, August 6, 2000. Let's break it down, man. Number one is Stash House Legends featuring Estee Nack. Shout out Estee Nack from Lynn, Mass. Yeah, shout out to Wu-Tang and the real rap, right? That's the first thing I say, because he's using the clips of like Method Man and Raekwon and Ghostface talking and stuff like that throughout the album, and that's all he does and utilizes from the Wu era, like the 90s era. I guess he's trying to make the album feel a little nostalgic, but at the same time give props to the legendary Wu and the Purple Tape, I believe. Maybe that's his favorite album from the Wu. But yeah, shout out to Real Rap, shout out to Wu-Tang. Elcamino's been busy releasing quality hooks for people and releasing albums as such. He just released another album. This is Built for Cuban Links in September. Then he also put out an album in October of this year called Millionaire. So y'all go check that out. So, and I believe he has another album out this year as well. So he's been busy in the lab. So, and I think he's gonna try to drop something again. I see him like on Instagram, like, yo, send me some beats. Send me some like, yo, Elcamino's hungry. Feed him beats. Feed him beats, man. Yeah, okay. Number 2 is Mill Prep, and it's produced by Ill Tone Beats. Raekwon blesses the introduction. Again, you hear his voice. The track is soothing as Camino lightly speaks on his millionaire preparations. So head nod track for sure. Now this is Mill Prep. Now this is probably a song getting ready for the album that was next, Millionaire. He's prepping to be a millionaire. Maybe he's a millionaire now. I don't know. Maybe that Millionaire album is to celebrate his his wins, right? So y'all let me know. Elcamino fans, right? Number 3 is Estate Interlude, produced by Bub Ski. Quality production with street bars, equal good music with chords. Records that are, this short will irritate Elcamino fan. That's what I say, right? Because even though it says Estate Interlude, when you say interlude, oh shoot, it's gonna be a short track, maybe just music or scratching or something. He actually raps on this. So, and nothing wrong with rapping on interludes, but the beat's fire, and then he raps. It's like, oh, shoot, you like the flow, and then it's over, and you're like, oh, I forgot it was interlude. So something like that. So I think a real Elcamino fan is gonna be like, yo, they're gonna like it, but they're gonna be like, yo, they just gonna have to keep rewinding it. They're just gonna have to keep playing the album over and over again, because short albums like this the only thing you can do is, if you like it, bring it back, right? All right, number 4, one of my favorite tracks of the album is called Red Room, featuring Flames Dot Malik, produced by Illtone Beats. Listen, this track smacks, man. This track smacks, and this is a Red Room flow from Elcamino. This track is vibrant, allowing rappers to express themselves aggressively. Track is built for a posse cut, but it falls short like Webster and Gary Coleman. This is like one of my favorite cuts. Like again, I told you most of these tracks are under 2 minutes. So when I'm listening to them, I'm like, I start getting into it. Then I'm like, it's one of those type of albums, right? So don't get invested when the track first comes on, because it's gonna be over as soon as you sneeze, man. So number 5, gold-plated Benz Wagons, produced by Spockism. We're in the microwave stage when it comes to records, right? Not me. I'm not in the microwave stage. This hip hop era is in a microwave stage, and I believe Elcamino's growing up in that stage. He's in that music stage of them doing 1 minute, 1.5 minute, 2 minute records. So he's getting away with it, right? I'm still you still got to give me like a 3 minute, 3.5 minute record. That's what kind of song listener I am. I can listen to a 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute record song alone. It's just a song. I can listen to a 50-minute album, an hour and plus album. I still have ears for that. I don't mind these short albums. It just kind of allows me to do more albums, really, to be honest with you. The track and Elcamino's rap and flow are still fire. I like this track. Number 5, gold-plated Benz Wagons. All right, number 6, Cuban on Cuban, produced by Bruno. You got the Woo clip still going on, and they continue as we head nod to more jazz/soul tracks, such as this one. Elcamino is an underrated rapper, because I do like his flow, I do like his style. He's a one of one. He does his thing. He has the voice for rap. Like how Eazy-E had a voice for rap. I believe Elcamino has a voice for rap, and I'm pretty sure Elcamino's rapping. He's better. He's actually better than Eazy-E. Elcamino's better than Eazy. He writes his own verses. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not comparing him to Eazy, but he has that Eazy-E-ist type of voice, right? You got that voice for rap, right? So you hear it and go, who's that? Like, and then you go, oh, this dude fire. Like, who is this dude? And that's when people be like, oh, it's Elcamino from BSL. Blah, blah, blah. All right, number 7 is Ziploc Olympics, produced by Bad Fish. Now, quality producers are blessing the shooter, allegedly. They say he's the shooter, allegedly. He says he's the shooter, allegedly. But all the producers are blessing them with solid music, solid production. With every record under 2 minutes, it's tough to favor. It's tough to favor the album. It's tough to favor certain records, because like I said, you get into it and you're like, yeah, and then it's over. You're like, come on, man. I'm just used to listening to longer albums, longer songs, but the beats are fire, man. It kind of feels like the producers are wasting their beats. But what you guys feel? Let me know what y'all think about this album. Number 8, God's Favorite, produced by Bud Ski. The good news is Elcamino's flow connects with these selected beats that he's using. The content isn't God's favorite, though. Of course, this is not God's favorite content. Elcamino's speaking on street attire. He's talking about the streets, period. He's talking about gun violence. He's talking about disrespecting women, So this is not God's favorite content, God's favorite album. He's not even God's favorite artist, but I'm pretty sure God's listening, Number 9, Built for Cuban Links, produced by Spockism. Elcamino has good ears for production. That's one thing he does. Short production or not, Elcamino says, "Yo, send me that beat. It's enough. I got it." And I see, I get it. When you're a rapper, solo rapper, it's just you know. But you gotta think about back in the days. Let's go back to the '90s of Wu Tang. When Wu Tang put out any Wu Tang member put out a solo album, it was nowhere near 21 minutes. It was like 50 minutes, an hour plus change. Anybody, any Wu member, go challenge me. Go listen to any solo Wu song, Wu album, I mean, and the albums are longer than 21 minutes. That's all I gotta say. So, and they were solo artists. So back then they did 3 verses. They did 3 verses. There's still rappers that do 3 verses. Now, I honor them, you know what I'm saying? I bow down to those rappers, man. And those are the albums that's gonna be probably it's gonna make my top 5, my top 10, my top 20 this year, because the albums and this even if they're solo artists, they give me at least 2 to 3 verses, and the albums are longer than 30 minutes. So yeah, again, back to number 9, Built for Cuban Links. His harsh lyrics combined with enchanting and rhythmic tracks, they are a treat. So you're gonna like the album. The beats and the flow and his rhyme pattern are dope. So like you can't deny it. You gotta listen to it, man. You just gotta listen to it over and over. You listen to it 3 times for it to be an hour, right? Like, subscribe, share the video, man. Support my merch. This is one of the top 5 shirts I was talking about. I made this one of the years, and you got Ransom, 38 Special, Shay Noor, Benny the Butcher, and Freddie Gibbs, man. Like they made solid albums that year, and it was featured when they did feature on people's album. It was burning it up, right? So these are the people that make my shirt, that get my attention. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Elcamino, man. I like his style. You know what I'm saying? Last track is number 10. I Knew. Soulful tracks blend well with Camino's vocal tones. The songs and album feel like a tease. It just feel like a tease. I'm going back to that. Now I'm going back to that, but the album does feel like an EP for me, man. Like I said, y'all know my style. I listen to albums that's 2 hours, hour and a half. Like, I don't mind it. It just has to be a quality put together album. Now, this is a quality album because the tracks are fire. But then it's like I said, you get invested into the song, and it's over in a minute and a half. So, it's fire though. It's fire. So check it out. Listen to it again. Like I said, listen to it twice for it to be 40 minutes. Let's do it 3 times for it to be over an hour. But Elcamino, Black Soprano family, I do salute what BSF is doing over there with various artists, and doing collaborations with other artists for the label. And yeah, Benny's working. Benny and 38 with the Stab and Shot Part 2. Like, come on, like, that's an album. I ain't gotta lie. Like, albums like that, when I listened to 38 Special and Benny the Butcher albums, well, this is the second album. That second album I'm talking about, Stab and Shot's their second album together. They did various singles and records together, but talking about albums. Yeah, for two guys, they're even doing the 1 verse, but it's 2 of them, so it kind of makes the song. They build a nice hook in there, and it kind of makes a good 2.5 minute record, maybe 3 minute record, and then they got features on it. So he has features on here. Maybe you should have had more features to spread out, and give other verses. But yeah, here's my thing. This is my last thing I'm gonna say. It's not even a criticism of Elcamino, just other rappers, all rappers that do this. They do these 1 minute and a half records, and then they put them on. They do like 7 to 10 records, and they call it an album. It's just, I enjoy these, but they feel like samplers for me. Like you go in a restaurant, eat a sample or something. You're in a food court, you get a sample, and then you go, all right, what else am I gonna eat? And you're looking for that album after that. So I'm gonna put it that way. Are the samples not good? The samples usually be the best thing you eat that day, right? And then you go eat something else, and it's whack. Or you get that same meal, and you're like, Because so let's put it that way. So, all right, y'all, man. Elcamino, Black Soprano family, built for Cuban links, man. I'm getting out of here, Marquis Walker. Support the merch. Get the books, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can. Get the ebooks too. I got a family ebook, man. Y'all should be tapping into, man. It gets the family closer. It's a workbook for the family, man. Y'all gonna really enjoy it, man. All right, y'all, I'm getting out of here. BSF, Black Soprano family. Peace.